Welcome back to Everyday English Podcast, your daily guide to real life in English. Imagine this. The waiter puts a plate in front of you. You look down, and it is pasta, but you definitely ordered the steak. Your heart starts beating faster, your palms get sweaty, and you feel that specific panic rising in your throat because you do not want to be rude, but you also do not want to eat cold pasta.
I actually did this last week at a ramen place. I paid $30 for a spicy soup I did not order because I was too scared to say "excuse me" in front of my date.
No more spicy soup mistakes, Sarah, because today we are giving you the exact 3-step script to send food back, get exactly what you want, and have the waiter thank you for it.
That sounds like magic, honestly. I think for so many of us, especially when we are speaking a second language, the fear isn't really about the food. It is about the conflict. We are terrified of being that difficult customer.
Exactly. Nobody wants to be the villain in the restaurant. We have all seen those people who snap their fingers or yell at the staff, and we think, if I complain, I am going to look like them. But there is a huge difference between being aggressive and being assertive.
Assertive is such a good word there. It means you stand up for yourself, but you do it with respect.
Right. And in English, the difference between rude and polite often comes down to just a few small words, and crucially, your tone of voice.
The melody of your voice.
Exactly. So before we get into the main dialogue where we show you exactly how to do this, let's look at 3 key words in our vocabulary preview that you are going to hear in the conversation.
Vocabulary preview.
The first word is a noun, and it is mix-up. M-I-X-U-P. A mix-up.
A mix-up is a confusion or a mistake, but it is a very gentle word. It suggests that nobody is really at fault. It just happened.
Right. If I say you made a mistake, I am blaming you. If I say there has been a mix-up, I am just describing the situation. It's much softer.
It is like saying the universe got confused, not the waiter.
Exactly. It removes the blame. Okay, our next word is specifically for food, and that is undercooked.
Undercooked just means it hasn't been cooked enough. It's raw inside when it should be hot.
You might hear this with steak, chicken, or even pasta if it's too hard. The opposite, of course, is overcooked, when your steak looks like a shoe.
Which is a tragedy.
A total tragedy. And our third phrase is a really good one to know for the end of a meal. It is the phrase, on the house.
On the house. This is an idiom that means free. The restaurant is paying for it.
Yes, if the manager says dessert is on the house, do not take out your wallet. It is a gift to apologize for a problem.
I love that phrase. It's probably my favorite phrase in English.
I think it is everyone's favorite phrase. So we have mix-up, undercooked, and on the house. Now let's jump into our scenario.
Okay, set the scene for us.
You are at a nice restaurant. It's busy, it's noisy, plates are clinking. You ordered a steak, medium rare. But the waiter has just put a plate of cold mushroom pasta in front of you.
Oh, the disappointment.
Let's listen to how a confident English speaker handles this situation using the sandwich technique.
Waiter, excuse me?
Yes, how can I help you?
I hate to be a bother, but I think there has been a bit of a mix-up.
Oh, did you not order the pasta?
No, I'm afraid not. I actually ordered the ribeye steak, medium rare. I am so sorry about that. I must have grabbed the wrong ticket. Let me take this back to the kitchen right away.
Thank you. I appreciate you checking on that.
Of course, I'll have the kitchen rush that steak for you. That would be great, thanks. And can I bring you a complimentary drink while you wait? On the house, of course. Oh, that is very kind of you. A sparkling water would be perfect. Coming right up. Okay, that was incredibly smooth. I feel calm just listening to it.
It was very calm, right? There was no shouting, no anger, and notice the result. The waiter wasn't angry. He actually offered a free drink because the customer was so polite. I think if I had just said, I didn't order this, he might have been defensive. But that customer used a very specific structure. You called it the sandwich technique earlier. Can we break that down? Absolutely. The sandwich technique is the secret to professional complaining. You have a top bun, the meat in the middle, and the bottom bun.
I'm getting hungry again.
Stay focused, Sarah. The top bun is the softener. This is a phrase you use before you say the bad news. In the dialogue, the customer said, I hate to be a bother, but...
I hate to be a bother. That is the top bun.
Yes, it signals to the other person, I am a nice person, I do not want to cause trouble, but I have to say something.
It is like a warning light that says, be nice, I am being nice. What are some other softeners we could use there?
You could say, I am so sorry to bring this up, but, or simply, excuse me, I think.
I think is a great softener too, even if you know for a fact it is wrong. Saying, I think there is a mistake sounds less aggressive than there is a mistake.
Exactly. It leaves room for the other person to save face. So that is the top bun. Now we get to the meat. The meat is the problem itself, but notice the grammar the customer used. She did not say, you brought me the wrong food.
No, she said, I think there has been a bit of a mix-up.
This is the magic of the passive voice. There has been a mix-up. Who caused the mix-up? We do not know. It is a mystery.
It is the mystery of the restaurant universe again.
By removing the word you remove the accusation. If you say, you made a mistake, the waiter feels attacked. His brain goes into defense mode. But if you say, there has been a mix-up, you and the waiter are on the same team, looking at the problem together.
That is such a subtle shift, but it changes the whole energy of the interaction.
It really does. So we have the softener, I hate to be a bother. We have the meat, there has been a mix-up. Now we need the bottom bun, the solution.
The solution. In the dialogue, she said, I ordered the ribeye steak. She stated clearly what should happen.
Right, but then she added a little extra politeness at the end. I appreciate you checking on that. That is the bottom bun. You close the interaction with gratitude.
So the sandwich is softener, problem, gratitude.
Exactly. I hate to be a bother. There's a mix-up. Thanks for checking. It makes it very hard for the waiter to be rude to you.
I want to try this. Let's say I am in a coffee shop. I ordered an oat milk latte, but I watched the barista pour regular milk. I'm allergic to regular milk, so I have to say something.
Okay, good scenario. Try to build the sandwich. What is your top bun?
Okay, I am so sorry to stop you.
Perfect. That is your softener. Now the meat. Remember, do not blame her.
Okay, I think there might be a mix-up with the milk.
Excellent. And the bottom bun?
Could you make that with oat milk? Thanks so much.
Perfect. You just complained, but you sounded like the nicest person in the coffee shop.
It feels weirdly powerful, like I have a shield.
It is a shield. It protects the relationship. Now, I want to talk about the grammar of that middle section again, because this is where most learners get stuck. They know the vocabulary, but their grammar makes them sound aggressive.
Right, the you did this problem.
English speakers use what we call impersonal structures when things go wrong. We try to make the problem about the object, not the person.
So instead of you undercooked my steak, what would we say?
We would say, this steak is a little undercooked.
We focus on the steak.
Yes, the steak is the problem, not the chef, not the waiter. The steak is behaving badly.
What about if the bill is wrong? Instead of you overcharged me?
There seems to be a mistake on the bill.
There seems to be. That is a great phrase. Seems is doing a lot of work there.
Seems is your best friend in complaints. It suggests that maybe you are wrong, even if you know you are right. It seems a bit cold. It seems like this isn't what I ordered. It softens the blow.
I love that. It is all about softness. But Tom, we have to talk about the other half of softness. We can use all the right words, seems, mix up, sorry, but if we say them with a flat voice, we still sound rude.
You are absolutely right. Intonation is 80% of politeness in English. If I say, there seems to be a mistake, with a flat, falling voice, it sounds sarcastic.
It sounds like a robot who is angry.
Or a police officer. There seems to be a mistake. It is very final. Polite intonation in English is wavy. It goes up and down. It is higher pitched.
It usually goes up at the end, right?
Often, yes. It sounds more like a question. I think there has been a mix-up.
It sounds uncertain.
Uncertainty is polite. Certainty is aggressive. When you sound uncertain, you sound humble.
That is so interesting. So being confident in English means pretending to be uncertain.
In social situations, yes, it is a strategic uncertainty. Let's do a little experiment for our listeners. I want to play 2 versions of the same phrase. I want you to tell me which one makes you want to help me, and which one makes you want to spit in my soup.
Okay, the stakes are high.
Version 1. Excuse me, this is cold.
Oof, I feel like I am in trouble. That was very flat. It went down at the end. Cold.
Version 2. Excuse me, I am so sorry, but this is a little cold.
Oh, much better. Your voice went up on excuse me and up on cold. It sounded friendly.
That represents the wavy voice. Listeners, I want you to try this right now. Wherever you are, I want you to say excuse me in 2 ways. First, say it flat and rude. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Now try the wavy, polite version. Imagine you are asking a favor. Go up at the end. Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Do you hear the difference? That little rise in pitch is your ticket to good service.
It really changes the emotion. It signals, I come in peace.
Exactly. Now, before we listen to the dialogue one more time, I want to quickly remind you that if you are enjoying this deep dive into real polite English, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We release episodes like this every week to help you navigate the tricky social parts of life, not just the grammar book parts.
And we have some great episodes coming up on travel and business, too.
We do. So let's listen to our dialogue again. This time we are going to slow it down just a little bit. I want you to focus on two things. First, listen for the sandwich structure, the top bun, the meat, the bottom bun. And second, listen to the melody of the customer's voice. Listen to how wavy and uncertain she sounds.
Let's hear it. Slow dialogue. Waiter? Excuse me?
Yes, how can I help you?
I hate to be a bother, but I think there has been a bit of a mix-up.
Oh? Did you not order the pasta?
No, I am afraid not. I actually ordered the ribeye steak, medium rare.
I am so sorry about that. I must have grabbed the wrong ticket. Let me take this back to the kitchen right away.
Thank you. I appreciate you checking on that.
Of course. I will have the kitchen rush that steak for you.
That would be great. Thanks.
And can I bring you a complimentary drink while you wait? On the house, of course.
Oh, that is very kind of you. A sparkling water would be perfect.
Coming right up. End dialogue.
You know, hearing it slower really highlights that I am afraid not phrase too.
Oh, good catch. I am afraid not. That is another classic softener. Instead of saying no, we say I am afraid not.
It sounds like you are scared, but you're not actually scared.
No, you are not trembling with fear. It's just a polite way to deliver a negative answer. Did you order the pasta? I am afraid not. Is this seat free? I am afraid not.
It's much nicer than just saying no.
So much nicer. Okay, I want to put our listeners to the test. We are going to do a little simulator.
A simulator? I'm ready.
Sarah, you are the waiter. You have just brought our listener the wrong bill. You charged them for 3 coffees, but they only drank 1. Listeners, I want you to use the sandwich technique to correct Sarah.
Okay, listeners, here I am. I'm placing the bill on your table. Here you go. Thanks for coming in today.
Pause right there. What do you say? Remember your top bun. I hate to be or so sorry to.
Now the meat. Do not say you charged me too much. Use there seems to be.
And the bottom bun. Say thank you.
How did they do?
I think they did great. If you said something like, so sorry to bother you, but there seems to be a mistake on the bill. Thanks for checking. You passed the test. And you save money on those 2 extra coffees. Which is the most important part. You know, this applies everywhere, not just restaurants. You can use this with your boss, with your landlord, with your neighbors.
Oh, absolutely. If your neighbor is playing loud music at 2 a.m.
Sandwich technique.
Top bun. So sorry to knock so late.
Meat. There seems to be a lot of noise coming through the wall. Not you are too loud.
Bottom bun. Thanks so much for keeping it down.
Perfect. You might actually get some sleep without making an enemy.
It really is a survival skill.
It is. The goal of speaking English is not just to be correct. It's to build relationships. And sometimes pointing out a problem politely builds a stronger relationship than just staying silent. That is deep, Tom, but it is true. When you solve a problem together, you trust each other more. Exactly. And speaking of solving problems, we have a little challenge for you this week. We call it the Coffee Shop Challenge.
The Coffee Shop Challenge? What do we have to do?
Next time you order a coffee or a tea or a drink, I want you to ask for a tiny, tiny change. Ask for extra ice, or ask for no lid, or ask for a little room for milk.
Okay, so a low stakes request.
Very low stakes. But I want you to use the sandwich softeners. Practice saying, sorry to be a pain, but could I get extra ice? Or, I hate to ask, but could I have no lid?
Just to get used to the feeling of that structure in your mouth.
Exactly. It trains your brain to access those polite words when the pressure is low, so they are ready when the pressure is high.
That is great advice. Start small.
Start small. And we would love to hear your war stories. We have all had bad restaurant experiences.
I want you to go to the comments section and answer this question. Tell us about a time you received the wrong order in a restaurant. Did you say something, or did you eat it in silence?
I am really curious to see how many people ate the spicy soup like me.
I bet it is a lot of people. Use the vocabulary we learned today. Try to use mix-up or undercooked in your story if you can.
We read every comment and we love seeing you practice what you learned.
We really do. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Everyday English Podcast. Remember, you do not have to be rude to get what you want. You just need the right sandwich.
And a wavy voice.
And a wavy voice. Have a great week, everyone, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye.